Let's talk about Diddy's mom.
Mhm.
She's made some statements here, and I mean, she's got to be in a really bizarre place. I do not know a whole lot about Janice Smalls Combs or her relationship with her son or how he was brought up or any of that. But we have seen her as being one of the only people since the allegations came out. We've seen videos of him at his home with mom there comforting him. And yeah, I mean, parents are going to do that, even with the craziest and horrible of charges against your own child. That does certainly happen. But she's speaking out through his attorneys, by the way, which I found to be a little interesting. Like, is this really her words? Calling it a public lynching of her son. And very much downplaying the role of the video. She recognizes the Cassie video as being something, but that we all make mistakes. I'm
Mhm.
paraphrasing. What's your reaction to Diddy's mom even coming out and saying anything right now, especially standing up for her son amidst these allegations?
You know, it's always just gonna be confirmation bias coming from family members in most cases. But again, I wasn't immediately struck with what she was saying. It was what struck me when she started speaking, it kinda struck me like Lori De Belvallo, was that there's no one speaking. In other words, she, by speaking, highlighted the silence of everyone else around him to me. There are no healthy relationship people coming to him and saying he's innocent.
No.
That is what's so telling, because the people around you are what give everyone else the optic of your life's journey, of your life arc, of the type of relationships you have, healthy or unhealthy, and which is either going to be positive or negative for the things you're trying to say about yourself. And the fact that there's so much silence, continued so much silence, and the only person that has now said something on your behalf publicly is your mother, and it's through your attorney. That is that's that says an awful lot, man. It says that people are still running scared. It says to the level of fear he's instilled in people. That's why he's being still denied bail, is one of the big reasons, is not necessarily the flight risk, it's it's the potential jury tampering
Mhm.
that could happen, and witness tampering, not jury tampering, obviously,
Yeah.
witness tampering, because there's a lot of fear when you have that amount. Because think about this: if his whole life, again, if all the claims and
Sure. If all that's
centered
true.
around, oh, there you are, if his whole life is centered around escalating levels of control,
Mhm.
that means that everyone around him has been controlled,
Yeah.
and it fears more control. So,
Do you think she was controlled as well? Do you think she had any idea what her son might have been involved in over all of these years?
I don't know. But the other thing that struck me when she did speak is now she's opening herself up to becoming part of a circle of weird,
Yeah.
and maybe being roped in one way or another, either against him, for him. It's just anytime you open your mouth, you're going to have consequences for the things you say, and your involvement. They're going to be there's no doubt they're going to be looking at into her and her knowledge level of exactly what was transpiring. She could have opened herself up to a lot more scrutiny.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she kind of did, and I feel it's weird that the statement came through Diddy's attorney, not like her own attorney, of just, "Hey, here's a statement independent of all of this, of my belief system." That's why I kind of question, like, are these really her words, or is this more like, "Hey, mom, this is what we're gonna say you're believing, and gonna go with it." Um, I mean, I suppose she could deny it or say no, but I guess that does question how much control does Diddy have over his mom, and that statement that came out supposedly from her through his attorney.
Just like everything, I don't think it's whether there's obviously going to be a level of control here,
Mhm.
but it's going to be implied control. It's going to be a lot of learned behaviors over time, because it didn't. It's I'm very, very unlikely that they lived separate, independent lives, in a sense that she had her own thoughts and opinions, and he all of a sudden decided to interact and start controlling what she says over a period of time, just like his escalation to the things he is being accused of now happened over a period of time, a constant escalation. She was, just like anyone, was groomed into his life
Mhm.
and being influenced by his words and being directed by him.
Yeah.
And so most likely that's what transpired, not just with her, but everyone in his circle. I think why wouldn't she be included in that?
Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Brueski, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.